Hello there, old and new friends. It's your friendly neighborhood Sunshine Squirrel. Welcome back to the channel where we are living life in the sun. For today's video, we're doing something a little bit different. So we're not at the desk and having a typical sit down. I thought it would be fun to review a recent purchase from shopDisney. So let's check it out. Alright guys, so here it is. It is the Toy Story Pizza Planet Maker. So they claim with this pizza maker you can make frozen pizzas, you can do ready-made and even handmade pizzas, and it's supposed to be faster than just cooking a pizza in the oven. As you can see from the box, it fits up to an 11-inch pizza. So let's get this box open and see what's inside. Alrighty, so we have the maker outside of the box. Already I really like this. It's metal, it's really nice. Inside here you have these plates, and I like how it's actually just kind of like a deep dish, almost skillet, and then it's actually pretty thick. I would say it's probably about an inch thick. So if you wanted to try to make like a deep dish sort of deal in here, you probably can. And as you can see, it has the same sort of 1-inch pot up here as well. So you get basically the maker. You can see you have a ready light and a power light, and then we have this manual here. So I'm going to take a quick look at the manual and then I'll be back for pizza making time. Alright guys, so we have the pizza maker right here. As you can see, the red light is on for power. The green light comes on when it's ready for you to add food. They do recommend taking a damp washcloth or paper towel and just kind of with light soap washing the outside and the inside. I've already done that. Now it's really important to remember that this is like the equivalent of like hot plates. So anytime you're touching this device, once it's powered and it's turned on, you're going to want to wear oven mitts so that you don't burn yourself. You can actually cook other things in this pizza maker besides pizza. Inside of your manual, it lets you know some of the other items, so bagels, bread, it even said things like onion rings, chicken tenders. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let this power on, get hot, and then I'm just gonna throw a couple slices of bread on the plates just to kind of do the first burn, or kind of the first heat. So if there's any lingering soap or anything like that that I've left behind, any dirt, things like that still, it will get on the bread. And then we'll throw on our pizza dough. And over here guys, I have my pizza dough. I do a yeastless pizza dough. It's so much easier and quicker without the yeast. And so if you want that recipe and want to know how you can make this at home, just let me know in the comments below and I'm more than happy to share that with you guys. So I'm going to roll this out and then get our toppings ready, and hopefully our pizza maker will be all ready for us to add the pizza. Alright guys, so we have our pizza dough is all prepped and in its pizza shape. Over here our pizza maker is hot. It has the green ready. I did throw a couple pieces of bread on here and they toasted beautifully, so it is nice and hot and ready to go. In your manual it does give you guidelines for cooking time, so I'm going for a thin crust, so I'm going to be leaving it in for about 2 minutes. I'm probably going to check it around the 2-minute mark, add in some sauce, and then my toppings. So when you use the pizza maker, if you're making fresh pizza dough, you're going to want to cook your crust first and then add in your toppings. If you're doing a frozen pizza, you're just going to put the whole frozen pizza in here and cook it for 12 to 15 minutes, kind of depending upon the size and the toppings. The size pizza that can fit in this cooker is 12 inches. Alrighty, so I'm going to open this up. Once again, please make sure to use your oven mitts. It is very, very hot. I would encourage you, if you are doing this with young ones, to maybe let them watch from a distance because it is very hot, even with oven mitts on. Alright, so I have my pizza dough in the maker. I could have gone a little bit larger, but it was hard for me to kind of just do it by looking at it to kind of size it out. But I'm going to close the lid now and give this 2 minutes, and then I'll get all of our toppings ready. All right, guys, so the green light has turned on, so that means our dough is theoretically ready. And I did misspeak a little bit earlier. So the thin crust is going to be 5 to 6 minutes. What I do like is that with this maker, the top part is the plate and the bottom part is the plate as well. So you should be getting dual action as far as cooking. So I'm going to open this up and then we're going to see what the pizza looks like. All right, guys, so here you can see our pizza. It is looks actually feels quite done to me. It has this huge bubble. So I'm gonna see if I can pop that, and then let's get our toppings on here before this burns on us. All right, guys, so let's get our toppings. So the first thing that I have is our homemade pizza sauce from a can. And yes, you did hear me right. I'm all about, like, honestly, guys, I'm all about making things from scratch and homemade. But at the same time, like, I do understand that, like, not everyone, and even myself, can't do everything all the way homemade all the time. And it's okay to, you know, do some parts of a recipe homemade and then other parts as, you know, a little bit quick and easy. All right. So we do have our giant crater in the center of our pizza, but you know, I always say the ugliest foods always taste the best. So there we go. And then we do have some fresh mozzarella. Let's put that on here. I do love just like really thick, fresh mozzarella cheese. And I don't even care if it's like overlapping. It's gonna be so nice and creamy. And then I also have some fresh basil we'll put on there as well. Ooh, I love that color. I'm trying my best to not get the cheese on the actual skillet because I have a feeling that it may be a little bit hard to clean that off. So there we have our pizza. I think it looks really cute. So I'm just gonna close the lid, guys, and I think I'm gonna give this maybe another minute, and then we'll see what it looks like. All right, guys, so let's check on our pizza. It's been about 2 minutes, and we can see if the cheese is all melty. Oh, that is so beautiful, if I do say so myself. Do got a little bit of some runniness down there on the plates there, but they are supposed to be nonstick. So interestingly, I'll get to try that out. So now the fun part, guys, is going to be trying to get this pizza out. So wish me luck. I'm gonna go grab a spatula. All right, guys, so this is the finished product. Don't worry, this tray is washed. If you're wondering if this had the raw dough on it, it is washed. Overall, though, I mean, this is really good. The dough, the crust is firm, but it's still really soft, which I'm really impressed by. I thought it was going to be burnt. Cheese and sauce cooked up beautifully. And honestly, like I said, thin crust, they say 5 to 6 minutes. It didn't even take 5 to 6. Now, once again, I did use a yeastless, oh my goodness, I don't know why that's so hard to say, a yeastless dough. So if you do use that, your dough is going to cook a little bit faster. It's going to be more thin. So if you like a thinner crust, if you don't want to use yeast, go with that. If you do use yeast, it is going to be a little bit more fluffier. I also used whole wheat flour. If you use bread flour, it's going to have more of a doughy, thicker texture to it. So just some things to keep in mind. I'm going to let the pizza sit for about another minute or two, and then we'll carve it up and give a little taste test. All right, guys, so we have the pizza here. It has officially cooled down and we got it all cut up. So I'm going to grab one of these slices and we're going to do a quick taste test. All right, so the slice that I have chosen, let's try it out. It's not bad at all. The dough is cooked perfectly. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's still so soft on the inside, which I really like. That is really good.
I think next time I'm gonna use a little bit more like salt and pepper and things like that. But overall, really, really good.
Alright guys, so overall I would say I was very impressed with the Pizza Planet pizza maker. I was really impressed by the fact of how fast it cooked the pizza. For myself, like I said, it only took about 5 to 6 minutes, and that was with crust and toppings, of course. If you use a thicker dough or if you're using heavier toppings, that's going to take longer. They do recommend that if you are using meat toppings that you cook them before putting them on the maker, because it's not actually going to cook the meat, it's just going to toast it or brown it. So if you like, your meat lovers pizza, make sure to cook those meats beforehand. I was also impressed that this maker does more than just pizza, so I'm interested to actually try using it. I think I want to try using it to make like quesadillas and things like that, and then I really definitely want to try putting a frozen pizza in there from start to finish and seeing how it does. Sometimes frozen pizza just doesn't crisp up like you want it to, but I have a feeling that in this maker you are going to get a crispy crust, and then you're also going to get kind of that brulee cheese, bubbly cheese on top with the double plate action. So that will be for another day, but stay tuned and I'll make sure to show you guys how that goes as well. If you enjoyed the content, please make sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more. It really does help the channel, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.